Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm panning now. No sudden movements. Hello. Yeah. Am I going to say? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Caroline's coming to a spot. I think we're in like a minute away. Oh, cool. Sarah, wait, everyone's ready. They're waiting for us. Yep. So, yep. I was going to say, I'm not putting it on. Look, I'm live. No. Thank you. I'm still, yeah. Yep.
Hello, thank you so much for being here today. I just have a quick access note before we start proceedings. The agenda for today is a welcome to country and a smoking ceremony, followed by speeches, stuff here on the Nebula stage, and outside AAV. We have two Auslan interpreters who are present on the stage with me. We also have an audio describer. For anyone who needs audio description, please come towards the sound. The speakers are actually literally near the microphone that I'm standing on, so you're all good. We also have a quiet room inside Arts Access Victoria, which is to my left, to your right. And Aisha, who will be at the front entrance, can also help direct you to where the quiet room is. It's actually my office, so feel free to go in and out anytime you like. Please enjoy the festivities today. We're so happy that you're here. For anyone who, we have a documenter here today, photographer, and the live stream. For anyone who does not want to be visible in that documentation, we have stickers to place on your body with the COVID marshals who are wearing bright vests and have clipboards. So please get yourself a sticker if you don't want to be in any of the photos. Without further ado,
Mission, which is just east of Lakes Entrance. My mother was born up on the Gunja Aboriginal Mission, just north of Shepparton, near the Barmer Forest, on the border where New South Wales. My dad's cottage is for Vineyard, which is black, is the long neck turtle. As I say, I do a lot of the welcome to countries, ceremonies, cultural awareness training, inductions, go out with archaeologists looking for significant Aboriginal sites. Our area spans from Sunbury is the beginning, all the way down to Werribee, all through Port Phillip Bay down to where I live. I'm down at Rye. We go all the way to Portsea, and then we go around the bay to Cowes, Phillip Island, way to Wilson's Prom. So we've got a massive area to cover and I suppose my main role is in doing this here. It's all about education and sharing the experiences and culture of what we do and what the Indigenous people of Melbourne and really for Australia. We're out there to make it be known who we are, what we represent. A lot of people, especially I do welcome to country for Australia Day, the new Australian citizens, and a lot of the times the first time that they see a blackfellow standing up on the stage. So I want to make sure that they go away, they're going to have a bit of an idea about the Indigenous people of Melbourne in particular. So that's what I do. As I said, I've been working in the industry for a long time, worked in the legal fields for over 30 years. Been a clerk of courts in Gippsland, Office of Corrections, prosecution, worked as a counsellor at Fulham Correctional Centre, worked with the Aboriginal Legal Service, and in between that I do fly in, fly out. So I fly all over Australia, working as a crane operator. So I suppose I'm a jack of all trades, but there are it's my pleasure to be here this morning and to welcome you all to perform the snaking ceremony, which you've been thankful that the weather's holding out for us. Woman Jekka, as a representative of the Boonwurrung, Melbourne's first peoples, I am pleased to welcome you all here this morning on behalf of Ngawi Carolyn Briggs. I'd like to pay my respect to the Boonwurrung ancestors and elders, past, present, and emerging. I'd also like to welcome special guests here this morning. We're especially pleased to recognise the commitment Arts Access Victoria has made in paying respect to the spirit of this land and its first peoples. You have shown the willingness to honour sacred ground. It is important for all Victorians to understand and appreciate the heritage and culture of the Indigenous people of Melbourne, who have played a significant role in the development of Melbourne, both before and after the European arrival, as they are unknown to many people who live on this beautiful land. The struggle to preserve their culture and heritage began with our ancestors back in the 1830s. One of the lessons we should take from this struggle was the way in which the leaders and elders forged the alliances that have led to many of the achievements that we take for granted today. And as Australians, whilst we have all descended from different clans and language groups and countries from around the world, we can all learn from this lesson. The word welcome in the Boonwurrung language is woman Jekka, and it translates to come with purpose. It is a contract between the people as the custodians of this land and yourselves to ensure our laws are adhered to and to guarantee safe passage for those who ask. According to tradition, this land has always been protected by the creator Bunjil, who travels as an eagle, and by Warn, who protects the waterways and travels as a crow. Bunjil taught the Boonwurrung people to always welcome guests, but has always required the Boonwurrung people to ask all visitors to make two promises that I'll ask of you today. To obey the laws of Bunjil and not to harm the children or the land of Bunjil, This commitment was made through the exchange of a small bow dipped in the water and the word spoken, woman Jekka. Thank you very much for that, and I will now start the a very long drive, 2 copies down. Yeah, this is the good part. This is the part that I love doing first thing in the morning. Smoking ceremonies have been conducted in the Indigenous life or traditional customs for tens of thousands of years. We are the oldest living civilization in the world, and but we are not the only ones that use the smoking ceremony. The American Indians, people, well, I can't think of all of the other Indigenous groups around the world, but there are many groups that use it for various things. We've used it whilst I'm talking. I'll start the fire out because otherwise, do it the cheats way. Not the traditional way. Sticks together. I'll be here after Christmas, so you gotta. As this is burning, I'll just explain. As I was saying, uh, just a more tradition has been we've done this for births, deaths, marriages. We use it for medicinal purposes. So if we've got ailments, or crop, or just smoking ceremonies. I do this with my kids. I've got 3 young ones in particular that usually are helping performing these smoking ceremonies, and they're well versed there. The process is. But I've made sure that I incorporate so it's just awesome. For me, it's all about learning, sharing the experience, teaching the young very early age. Said we've done it for various purposes. We've only done these businesses that are just all stuff. The purpose of it. It's like a cleansing agent. This to get rid of all the negative vibes. This is to try and start your day, or to if you're feeling down, if you're feeling flat, to get rid of all of the negative vibes. It's all about allowing the smoke. It's a cleansing agent, so you're bathing in the smoke itself. As I say, I'm down at Rye, so a lot of people up here come to my beautiful area and they go to the hot springs. They go out there, they have the baths and get the mud work and all that sort of stuff. That's great if you enjoy that. This is my mud bath. This is my spa. Feel good. A lot of fire. Whether it's out the back or whether I'm out doing wake up. So I think all my energy is pretty good at the moment. Yeah, it's sharing the culture, sharing the tradition and custom. Make sure that everyone who wants to participate can come enjoy the experience of the smoking. Yes, as I said, we've done it for buildings. We've done it. Spirits. Bring me up and they said, "Oh, really? You know, got some freaky stuff going on in my house. Can you come around and sort it out?" Around to do smoking ceremonies on houses. Get rid of the negative energy or spirits. So, come to think about it, I've got 2 ex-wives. I should have been doing a lot more smoking. Now, people would have seen me before. A leaves that we use, depending on where you come from. You know, gum leaves, eucalyptus, lemon myrtle, you name it, I've used it. Whichever area that I go to, I always request, please burn this or smoke this, which is great. And I so today, quick trip down from the gum trees there, ones there, but since when I show you, I think you'll come to enjoy the experience because I encourage everyone sharing my culture, sharing my traditions and culture. I did volunteering yesterday, so it's they need to go down those things because they're going to get smoking. So I have patience. That's good. It's great. So, refresh. It's up to your part. Smoking ceremony itself. Working with the city selectors, no offence, but what I'm trying to do smoking ceremony, I show them what needs to be, what needs to be done, how it needs to be done. Still get the ones, still get the people. I did one right next to the arts centre. People in their suits, fire brigade, police, follows, everything. So I'm trying to tell them this is what you have to do. When the smoke starts, you've got to different from when you're camping. When you're camping, you try and move away from the smoke. But here, you've got to chase the smoke. It's at the Williamstown Hall. We're doing a welcome to country there. And everyone said we need to have it at the entrance when everyone walks out. After citizenship day, and doing it at the front door. And well, saying no, it'll be fine. I'm saying, well, smoke's going to go because it's over my back. Smoke's going to go in there, going to fill the rooms. The fire brigade's going to be called. As soon as the alarms go that way, me and my fire are going to be going that way. CFA came saying, stand next to the fire. Oh no. Okay. I know nothing about this fire, folks, so wherever the sun is, I don't care. When you come up, see people, the smoke's coming or going that way, and I'll be standing over here. Come to me type thing. It doesn't work like that. Wherever the smoke goes, you've just got to follow it. It loves me, so if you stand behind me, it'll come straight over. Show you what the process is now. As I said, the reason why I put water on these leaves, it's natural oil that go up pretty quickly. So I try and put them down so I get a bit of time to do the smoking ceremony rather than just going, whoop, it's over, it's going to take very much time. So one is not there. If you're an asthmatic or you've got breathing ailments, I wouldn't advise. I'll just make a very quick trip. Okay. Who's up? Where are the organisers? Come on, straight over. Going to throw you under the bus first. Let's go. Remember, stand in the way of the snake wherever it goes. You've got to follow it. Oh, you've got to chase it. Keep coming through. I haven't seen everyone come through yet. Don't be shy. Remember, I'm sharing my culture and tradition, so I encourage everyone to come through. What a quiet bunch. We're at a celebration. I'm not used to this. I did a primary school. Then in Mordialloc, there was 800 kids. I went through a lot of legs and timber. Couldn't breathe. I was looking for someone that had a breathing apparatus. Mate. Is that everyone? Let's go through. Today, we're going to prop it with that to see if they can. All right, guys, thank you very much for your day. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, Uncle Willie. That was amazing. We are so grateful to have you here. And we're so grateful to welcome back Nebula, and we have one of our amazing supporters and outgoing mayor to say a few words today. So may I invite Louise Crawford to come up to the stage. Thank you so much.
So firstly, I'd like to say that to acknowledgement of country. So the City of Port Phillip respectfully acknowledges the traditional owners of the land. We pay our respect to their elders, both past, present and emerging. We acknowledge and uphold their continuing relationship to this land. So thank you everyone for having me here today. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge a few people. Amanda Laurie-Jones, who is the chair of Arts Access Victoria, to Carolyn, I don't know where you've disappeared to, Bowditch, who's the CEO of Arts Access Victoria, and also to my fellow councillors. We have Councillor Heather Consolo and Councillor Peter Martin also joining us today. I'm really excited to be here to the first opening of the Nebula here in front of the South Melbourne Town Hall. The Nebula itself was created with deaf and disabled artists at the heart of its design. So it's been a while since it's been here, and we're very happy to welcome it back to the city for a long stay this time. I was saying the last time I was here was about 4 or 5 years ago, but it was more of a temporary spot. Council is really proud to support, through our Cultural Development Fund, the pop-up, and the Nebula is Australia's first portable, fully accessible art space. So we're very proud to support it through the CDF. I want to also acknowledge the incredible work by Arts Access. You work to increase the visibility, to shift perceptions and expectations placed on deaf and disabled artists. And this is such an important mission, and hopefully will accelerate the change that needs to come. I wanted to mention I have a little bandwagon that I jump on all the time when it comes to the arts. And I think in our society, we really have structured it badly. We're really terrible at measuring the things that matter. We boil everything down to a number on a spreadsheet, but it doesn't capture the stuff that matters, our connection, our being human, our stories. And I just think that today we are here to welcome you. Well, I'm here as part of welcoming you to the Nebula, because this is a space in where the things that really matter are going to take place. It's about inclusion, expression, telling our stories, getting a greater understanding of each other, inspiring us, challenging us, speaking to the core of what it is to be human, helping our processing of the intense couple of years that we have just lived through. It will bring joy, it will open us up, and it will help us to listen. So I just want to say again, we're very excited to have you back in the city, because this is a space where the things that matter, that aren't always measured in the society that we live in, will take place. And I think right now in the world, we need a lot more of that. So thank you.
Hi, everyone. As Sarah mentioned before, I'm Amanda Laurie-Jones, and I'm the chair of Arts Access Victoria Board. Thank you so much for everyone being here today. My goodness, what a year it has been for Arts Access Victoria. It's been a very challenging one, and we're very excited in regards to launching Nebula today. So we have some great plans for next year. So we will continue to collaborate with our stakeholders, obviously also with our deaf and disabled artists. We couldn't be here without you, so thank you so much for being here today. And how good is it to actually be together in person? So this has been long awaited. We had this planned, as you may or may not know, to be launched just before lockdown 6. And yeah, here we are today actually having it happen. So thank you again for everyone here. And it's an extraordinary achievement to have this space, and hoping to make sure that it gets utilised as much as it can in the future without COVID interruptions, obviously. So pretty much I would like to thank everybody at Arts Access Victoria in regards to our staff, employees, obviously to Caroline. We couldn't do this without her as well. And also the thank you to Councillor Crawford also for being here today. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lorenz. Welcome again. What's going to happen now is we are having an exhibition opening for Adam Napper. Adam Napper is one of our amazing Thrive artists from 2020. And because of the pandemic and all the disruptions, we haven't actually had a chance to have an opening yet. So we're really excited about this. What's going to happen is Caroline and Adam and a few other people will introduce you to the artwork, which is located on our windows of Arts Access Victoria. So if you'd like to start moving over just a few metres to my left, to in front of the Arts Access Victoria building, we're going to hear from Adam, his process, and really take in the amazing work that's on the windows, which are portraits of some of the people here today. So the trick and the game is to guess who's who on the windows. And then after that, there'll be music on this stage, Artemis Muse and St. Ergo. AAV will be open to see an incredible ether exhibition by the Nimbus Studio artists. And there will be food, paella, cupcakes, drinks, and a chance to catch up with everybody because it's been so long, right? So please enjoy Adam's opening and then know that there's other stuff happening here on this incredible Nebula stage. And we'll see you over at the front of the Arts Access Victoria building. Thank you.
I'm on camera. This is a it's a gimbal that so it's exciting, Adam. That is a great app.
Oh, I did it.
Hey, Adam. Hey.
Yeah. Do you want to hold Sophie and I'll hold this one? Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're good. Hi, everybody. Hi. For those of you who I haven't met, I'm Caroline, and I have the pleasure and honour of being the CEO here at Arts Access Victoria. And it is a joy to have so many of you here with us today. So thank you all for coming and being part of our end of year celebration, our welcoming of Nebula, and also the official launch of Adam Napper's amazing exhibition, Front Up, which has been up. It's been up since July. It got installed the day Nebula arrived. It came in on the day we went into lockdown 6. And so Adam and I are just going to have a little chat about the exhibition. Yeah, it went up the day lockdown came in. Yeah. Adam, are you happy to talk a bit about the exhibition and where the idea came from and just let people know a bit about it? I'm going to give you the microphone. Just so that people can hear you. I'd like you to tell us, why did you want to make this exhibition?
Well, I guess I want to make the exhibition to get involved with the community. I want to connect with people. yeah, basically, I just wanted to do something in the field of art that connected everybody and spoke to deaf and disabled artists to empower them. Yeah. I don't know how I've done that, but it's really brightened up the building.
Um,
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the process?
The process happened on Zoom, and the portraits were drawn for about a 20-minute sitting, basically. People people were yeah. I think what happened was I just sketched very quickly, Caroline, and they were then taken to an A3 size, and then put a bit of watercolor on, and they were blown up by guys from Vital Signs who took care of us. And yeah, these are called decals, as you probably already know. But they're sort of one way. They're two way, aren't they? What are they? They're one way. So people can see out and get the sunlight as well and enjoy the artwork from the street. And as you can see, I think they're a bit of a success. I think they're really bright. I think even you said, someone said there's like an exhibition. Is this a gallery? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's a street gallery, right? For everyone in the community, and people who passing by, and people who are maybe just passing by who, in a car may see it. People who stop and see it and take it in. It's public art, I guess. It's the beauty of it.
Thank you for letting us have it for so long. It is absolutely
Oh,
right.
that's sort of incidental. Yeah, it sort of just happened, right? Might be able to, you're welcome to it for as long as you can. I mean, they're in pretty good shape. Quality's good, really. I think the prints are okay. It could last another year. Let's see. Yeah.
Let's draw our attention to. Who's that?
That's you. Oh, look, I don't know. Yeah, there's a few people here that you might see in the community. But, there's my wife, Galera, the front, top left. Yeah, so there's all sorts of people from um, the community, and I guess there's more information up there near the door. If you'd like to talk to me afterwards, I'm quite happy to talk on anything. I'm not much of a public speaker, but there you go. There's some information that you can take away and enjoy. And,
Thanks, Adam.
you're welcome. Thanks for taking.
It was an absolute honour to sit for you, and to be invited to sit for you was a real pleasure. We hung out in this tiny room that we have inside called the Fishbowl, and Adam's technique was that he just looked at me the whole time and didn't look at his page and just drew these sketches over and over again, like just these outlines of things. And then this is what ended up happening, and it was like, oh my goodness, it's amazing. So they are just exquisite. And yes, people have come into AAV to say, is this an arts organisation? Whereas often we're perceived as being a bit of a medical establishment of some sort. But all of a sudden, we've taken on an art focus, which is gorgeous. So it's given us lots of food for thought about what we do next, and whether we could be an ongoing street gallery. So thank you so much.
I'd like to mention Jeff Robinson. I know he's probably around somewhere. Very very. He's a good man and helped a lot. Thanks to his boss.
Perfect. So what happens next is that sorry, Jeff. Yeah.
Some live
Yes.
description.
Absolutely. Do you want to come? Thank you, Jeff, for the reminder. I'm going to invite Dave Maney to come up, and Dave's going to give us a live audio description of some of the works in his brilliant style. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you very much, Caroline. Caroline and I got the same memo today. So yes, I did the audio description for Adam's exhibition, which was a real pleasure in lockdown to bring so much colour into my life. So for those of you who aren't familiar with audio description, so it's for people who are blind and visually impaired. So one of the best ways to start with audio description is to audio describe yourself. So I am a white, 6 foot tall man with long dark curly hair. I'm wearing a purple t-shirt and pink shorts and matching pink socks. I'll just raise my leg up onto the pillar so everybody can see that. Yeah, and I had the privilege of audio describing some of Adam's work. So even if you aren't blind or visually impaired, you can click on the QR codes, which are just to the right of the entrance of the Arts Access building, and listen to my beautiful dulcet tones. So I'm just going to quickly read a little bit of the overview of the audio description, and then we're going to play a guessing game where I read some of the audio descriptions of the portraits and you try to guess who the person is. A little bit of this stuff has been mentioned already. One of the things that I wanted to stress in the audio description is from the street, all the portraits give the impression of a colourful party taking place inside, which is, I think, something that AAV really wants to express out into the community. So Adam sat with each subject to draw them with a single line, without taking his pen off the paper. His eyes were often focused on their faces rather than the page. And I should say that I spoke with Jeff and Adam, so some of this detail infuses a bit of the colour in the descriptions. We get the shape of a face, a glimpse of its features. He often depicts each artist with only one eye. Some lines loop back on themselves while others trail off into the spacious white background. The white space in these portraits is there for your imagination to map other facial features on. Adam has filled some of the enclosed loops with colour. Sarah's top lip pops red. Sally's hair turns from brown at the roots to blonde at the tips. Mark's chin has the brown hues of a dark stubble. Colour is indicative of a facial expression. Chris's dusty raised eyebrow. Caroline's tender teal and purple eye. At other times, lines are unadorned with colour, open to possibility. And I should say that I'm working in this area. I'm actually familiar with quite a few of the artists, so I've let that infuse my go into the descriptions as well. First puzzle, I guess you'd say. So try to guess who this is. Their forehead encloses the white background. Her right eye has an orange iris and olive green pupil, while the left eye is hidden behind a yellow and orange glasses lens. Their top lip pops red, and the chin looks like an apple that has had a bite taken out of it. On the right side of her face, an itinerant line falls straight down from the back of the head, passing her yellow ear before taking a sharp left at the neck as it looks to get from point A to point B. I see a few people pointing in the audience. That is the description of Sarah Hubolt. So, and our last one. They have a round forehead cut through by a sharp, inquisitive left eyebrow. Beneath is a tender eye with teal and purple iris and a small, clear pupil. The tip of their nose has a soft overhang. A smile tucks into their right cheek. The line of their chin is a sharp tick and filled in with the same teal and purple of their eye. Any guesses? That one right there, it is Caroline. It's been a pleasure, and I'll give you back to Caroline. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave, for the beautiful audio description. I think without further ado, we're going to invite you all to head back. Adam, anything else that you want to add at this point?
Hi, Raph. How you going? Good to see you.
Yeah. We're going to invite you to head back to the stage, where we're going to hear some music, from two amazing artists this afternoon, and we're going to invite you to eat food with us, which is going to arrive at any moment if it's not already here, and just enjoy the afternoon. Now is the time for us to chill, to party. All the formalities are done now. So yes, enjoy.
Thanks, Caroline. And I'd like to thank a special person, Galel. I love you. Thanks.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks, everybody. We'll meet you back over at the Nebula stage. The screen's just going to go dark while we reposition. Just anyone who's live streaming, hello. So we'll meet you back over there.
This. Yeah, great. Sure.
Okay, hello everybody. Hi, welcome back to the Nebula stage. It's 12 noon. We've just heard the bells ringing at beautiful South Melbourne Town Hall. There are so many people here today. It's wonderful to see you all. This is the end of the live stream that's happening. So thank you everyone else who has tuned into the live stream. We really appreciate it. Nice to have you here with us. Now, what's happening on the Nebula stage is we are going to